Welcome to the second session of our EDU series. Today's session, students and EDU leaders tackle the challenges of higher education.
We came to a realization that there was a real opportunity to not just look at it from the perspective of a digital platform or from faculty or higher ed thought leaders, but also to ensure that there was a conversation with student leaders and the student body in general to get their perspective on the way that COVID-19 is changing the higher ed experience and what that can mean for the future.
And so having those one-on-one check-ins or even being in a virtual classroom space and seeing the cameras turned on. I'm not even an extrovert, and that meant a lot to me. Just to be able to see, someone's face, to see them smiling. I think, in a time where human connection was so sparse and still is, that was very meaningful to my education experience.
Teaching remotely is as cool as ICE, and ICE was an acronym for Instruct, Communicate, and Evaluate. And we walked them through the process of just being able to instruct, having more communication than necessary, and finding ways to evaluate what you instruct. And providing that kind of acronym and that support made it a lot easier. Faculty felt much more comfortable, and that we provided around the clock support for our faculty. So that helped a lot.
Pretty much remembered that the faculty are people too, and we have the same things going on with, we're now homeschooling our kids. We are also trying to reach out to those one-on-ones. In grad school in particular, you don't usually have that much room for that social growth in the same way that you do in the first 4 years. So in some ways, it just kind of levels the playing field.
This is a great opportunity for leadership to be creative, to reimagine things. How can we provide an experience at a distance? How can we implement it to reinvent education? We've been talking about it for years, but this gives us the opportunity to do so with creative and visionary and innovative leadership.
Because we're in a global pandemic and no one's been through this before. And I think that we will save lives by going online in some capacity for large numbers of people. But coming to online classes with a better perspective of we're starting this way, we can do it, and we will do it, I think changes how students react to it too.
This challenge also provides an opportunity for university systems to think very seriously about the legacy of the education they provide. Give students something to be proud about.
But, using Flipgrid, using voice things, I love the idea of a podcast channel. That sounds really fun. Get them making sound clouds.
Yes, it's always fun. I love that stuff.
I just want to stop and say thank you to all of our panelists. It's really, really interesting perspective and really well thought out answers, and it's much appreciated. And thanks to all of our attendees as well.